Before I take my hot tent down, I just thought I'd show you around it. It's a Onewind Penumbra, so it's all made from a flame retardant material. This is where your stove jack, it's where your stove goes through. I've got a velcroed heat resistant piece which sits in there with a hole in it, or a clear window. This just, yep, not easy with one hand. That just goes down there if you don't want to use any of it. All nice and smart. Plenty of tie outs on it. There's two on each corner. They go down to your pegs. All I do is tie a bowline on there, and then for any adjustment, it's just a case of pull that, and that's it. You just got to make sure that when you put this rope through, you go around the right way. You go up the back hole and then back down the front. That sounds a bit risky, does that? These are good. You can coil your excess rope up like that, and they just keep it all nice and tidy in there. These little hooks here you can use for keeping the doors open, which I'll show you around the other side. So there's my hammock on my tree strap, look, on my suspension. It just goes straight in there. There's a little carabiner here, and you're supposed to tie this zip and that zip together, and then as your hammock moves up and down, it moves these zips up and down and keeps this hole closed. I prefer to keep it open. I've got my stove inside as well, and I just like that ventilation coming through. I have a carbon monoxide detector as well, which I use. I bought one, it was specifically for camping and caravans, so I thought that'll do. So I use that when I'm inside. I put my ridge line up, just goes round on a marlin spike, goes through to the side, but when I put the tent up and tensioned it all up, it pulls it down, so I just made myself a little prop there like that. It just helps keep it up a little bit. There's tie outs on the doors as well, two on each door, so you can configure this in, you know, quite a few different ways if you just want to make it as a lean-to tarp or anything else. If you open it flat out, you can easily get two hammocks underneath. So it's a really smart piece of kit. This side, look, I've got the doors open. There's my hammock hanging in there in its snake skin. Stove goes over there. You've just got to watch your stove when you're getting in and out of your hammock. You just need to be careful. It's not close to the hammock, but you just need to be aware it's there. You don't want to put your hand out or anything on a hot flue. You could easily get a few sleeping bags in here, 2 or 3 cots. You know, it's big enough for 3 people easily and the stuff. I find it just big enough for me. Little look up here, you can hang a light on. It packs up into a bag. There's the width of my hand. You know, you can see it's not massive and it's not heavy, but it just gives you another option, doesn't it? Just for coming out, if it's raining, you can cook under there. You get a bit of smoke inside sometimes. If you haven't got your dampers right on your stove, when you open the door, you get a little bit of smoke coming back in. Not all the time, but sometimes. And what I do, I just open my zips at either end, like that, look. One down at the other end. Just lets anything out. My stuff doesn't smell smoky by any means. But really, really pleased with it. I hope you like me hot tent. I do.